Hi students, welcome to yet another session of my class. We are discussing novella Chronicle of a Death Poet by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Yes, we already discussed about the summary and some of the important points of this novella. Let us discuss the important themes of this novel. This Marquez novel, Chronicle of a Dead Foretold, is one of the best examples of magical realism. And the narrator tells the story in the first person as a witness to the events that occurred. Yes, the narration of the story. The narrator tells the story in the first person. And the narration of the story is not in a chronological order. Yes, the story development of the plot is not in a chronological order, but is recounting the tale years later from an omniscient point of view, sharing all of the characters' thoughts. In this way, that is the development of the plot happened in this particular novella. That is not in a chronological order, but is recounting the tale years later from an omniscient point of view. That is sharing all of the characters' thoughts. Then, from the beginning till end, we readers do not get any intimation regarding the murder of Santiago. Yes, in the first chapter itself, we readers get the notion that Santiago Nazar is killed by the hands of Vigario brothers. But throughout the novel, that is, we readers do not get anything, any solid proof regarding the real cause behind this Santiago Nazar, this murder of Santiago, and how it is um, happened or something like that. So from the beginning till end, we readers do not get any intimation regarding the yes real cause or actual cause behind the murder of Santiago. Throughout the narration, then author used various techniques like magic realism, journalistic tone, and the way in which Marcus relates the plot of a murder about which everyone knows before it happens. We know that from the summary itself we can understand that almost all characters know that Santiago Nazar is going to be killed by the hands of Vigario brothers. So the narrative technique he used in this particular novella is noted here. Then let us discuss some of the important themes of this novella. First one is honor. Yes, it is one of the important themes highlighted in the novel, honor. The real motive for the murder of Santiago Nazar lies in the concept of honor. Yes, the real motive why this Vigario brothers decided to kill this man. So the real motive for the murder of Santiago Nazar lies in the concept of honor. Here, in this novel, everyone knows that Santiago will be murdered, but no one knows the reason. Angelo Vicario returned back to her home in the same wedding night. It is because of her disgrace, that is, loss of virginity. And the family forced her to tell the reason for her humiliated return from her marriage bed. When Angela says Santiago Nazar, it is Santiago Nazar who is responsible for her disgrace. The twin brothers insisted immediately that they must defend their sister's honor. Yes, that is the concept of honor. Here, Angela's family forced her to tell the reason for her humiliated return from her marriage bed. When Angela says it is Santiago Nazar, it is Santiago Nazar who is responsible for her disgrace, the twin brothers insisted immediately that they must defend their sister's honor. Also, Pablo's fiancée insisted him to take revenge against Santiago and should uphold the honor of his sister. Yes. So, the twins' lawyer views the act as homicide in legitimate defense of honor, which is upheld by the court. That is, throughout the novella, we can see that there's this twin brothers, then Pablo's fiancée, then that is that Vigario brothers lawyer views the act, this murder, as homicide in legitimate defense of honor, and that is upheld, that is accepted by the court. and the priest calls the twins surrender an act of great dignity. So all this shows the mind and attitude of the Colombian society too. That is, yes, they gave much importance to the concept of honor. So this Vicario brothers, they decided to kill this man. It is to protect her sister's disgrace, or it is to uphold her sister's honor. So the real motive for the murder of Santiago Nasser lies in the concept of honor. I think all of you understand the first theme that is depicted in this novel, that is honor, because the real motive for the murder of Santiago Nasser lies in the concept of honor, because the Angela insisted that it is Santiago Nasser who is responsible for her disgrace, and her twin brothers insisted or decided to kill this man to protect that honor. Yes. Then second one, that is revenge. The twin brothers insist that the murder was necessary for their sister's good name, and the courts agree with them. Yes. Here, so many characters try to solve this. In this summary, we can see that so many characters, almost all characters, know the idea or know that Santiago Nazar is going to be killed by the hands of this Vegario brothers. And some, that is Colonel father, some people try to console these twins, but the twin brothers insist that the murder was necessary for their sister's good name, and the courts agree with them. But many people disagree this disagree with this view that murder was necessary for their sister's good name. Many people disagree with this and viewing the murder as a cruel act of revenge. They consider, that is, maybe readers or some other critics and some readers, that is, many people disagree with this attitude and viewing the murder as a cruel act of revenge. Almost all characters know that Santiago Nazar would be murdered by the hands of Vicario brothers. The manner in which they kill Santiago appears to be much more clear that what a simple murder for honor would be committed. Yes, the manner in which they kill Santiago, the manner in which they kill Santiago, that is how this murderous act that has happened. The manner in which they kill Santiago it appears to be much more clear that what a simple murder for honor would be committed, because almost all characters know that Santiago Nazar will be murdered by the hands of these twin brothers, but no one takes any precautions regarding to stop this murderous act. And these twin brothers, they're simply waiting for this man in a shop, that is publicly or openly, and almost all characters know that they are going to do that murder. But no one takes any initiative to stop this cruel act. So the manner in which they kill Santiago appears to be much more clear that what a simple murder for honor, because directly or indirectly most of the characters are, yes, uh, are trying to uphold the concept of honor. That's why they did not take any initiative to stop this murder. So the manner in which they kill Santiago, that appears to be clear that what a simple murder for honor would be committed. The twins obtain two sharp knives to stab him over and over again. Yes, the twins obtain two sharp knives to stab him over and over again, and 7 of the wounds are fatal. That is severe. Almost all internal organs are nearly destroyed, and the twins stab him with such a revenge attitude that they are covered with blood themselves. Yes. Again and again, this twin brother stabbed him, that is, 7 fatal wounds, and almost all internal organs are nearly destroyed. And the twins stab him with such a revenge attitude, yes, that they are covered with the blood themselves. Moreover, they did not show any sign of remorse or repentance for the murder. Yes, these brigadier brothers, they did not show any sign of remorse for the murder, that they committed one crime, and also openly accepted that crime in front of all people, that society, in front of the court, etc. That shows that is, they did this act out of pure revenge. That is, they stab him with such a revenge attitude that they are covered with the blood. So revenge is one of the important themes that is running in this particular novella. Then next, gender roles. There is a marked gender distinction evident in this novel. There is a marked gender distinction. Purisima del Carmen, that is Angela's mother, has raised her daughter to be good wife and son to be man. Yes, we can see that clear distinction in Angela's home. That is her mother, Purisima. She has raised her daughter to be good wife. That is, this Angela, this Purisima does not give any too much freedom or that to this Angela. That is, it does not give such a freedom or expression of thoughts, feelings, etc., etc. Does not allow Angela to express her thoughts, feelings, etc. And she is not allowed to uh, go freely or walk freely or something like that. That she has raised her daughter to be a good wife, and at the same time, her son, he has raised her son to be men for the society, for the family, etc. Here, that female part is considered as a weaker one and the masculine part is considered as a stronger one. That is, she has raised that clear that distinction is evident in the Angela's, that that is marked in the attitude of her mother, Angela's mother. That is Purisima. She has raised her daughter to be good wife, that is confined within a home, and son to be a to be men, that is men means that is they can freely go outside, they can do whatever they like, or like a strong figure, that is like a son to be men in the society, for the home, etc., for the family, etc. And the girls have no freedom to express their opinions and thoughts and never allowed them to go beyond the confines of their home. That is, also from this distinction, we can understand that the Colombian, that society's rigid attitude that is expressed through these characters. The society itself. That's why they try to insist, or they try to stick on the concept of honor. That is, this murder is throughout, we can see that this murderous act, that is the murder of Santiago Nazar, is justified. That that murderous act is justified by the concept of honor. That is most of the characters, even the court, priest, etc. So the girls have no freedom to express their opinions and thoughts and never allowed them to go beyond the confines of their home. And they spend their time doing embroidery, sewing, weaving, washing, etc., and keep the old traditions. That is, they have no freedom to go outside or do work or something like that. That is, always they are within the confines of their home, and also keep the they are forced to keep the old traditions. At the same time, this man, that is the son, Angela's marriage with Bayardo is against her will. And moreover, this Angela's marriage with Bayardo is against her will. That is, she does not like to marry this man. But no one understands her mind. And she has no freedom to express her attitude. Her disgrace is marked as a big issue in the society. That is, yes, she lost her virginity. That disgrace is marked as a big issue in the society, and that reveals the societal attitude towards the role of woman. At the same time, these men are allowed to do freely anything like premarital affairs. We know that is most of the characters like Santiago Nazar or narrator, Christie, almost all characters they spend their time with the war, Maria, etc. That is, they have enough freedom to do whatever they like. So at the same time, men are allowed to freely anything like premarital affairs, party luxuries, spend time in the local brothel, etc. So in this way, we can say that yes, gender distinction, that is, that gender roles, that is clearly depicted through the characters of Angela and other uh, characters, that is, Vicario brothers, etc. We can see in this way clear gender distinction is depicted here. I think all of you understand that um, concept, that is gender roles running in this novella, Chronicle of a Death Foretold. Then last one is deception. So Angela Vicario is not a virgin when she marries Beardo, but no one would suspect her. She has never been engaged before, nor has she allowed to go out alone with Beardo in the time they have known one another. She is not allowed to go out alone with Beardo in the time they have known one another. And she has never disclosed that she is not a virgin. And she has never disclosed that secret to anyone. And Angela is concerned that her bridegroom will learn her secret on their wedding night. And she is concerned about that thing. That is, she knows that her bridegroom will learn her secret on their wedding night and considers telling her mother before the wedding. She is trying to tell this secret to her mother before her wedding, but she tells this secret to two of her friends and they advise her to trick his bridegroom for not identifying her disgrace, but fails. Yes. At first, she is trying to share the secret with her mother before the wedding, but she tells this to two of her friends and they advise her to trick his bridegroom, that is Beardo, for not identifying her disgrace, but she fails. And Beardo identified that she is not a virgin. And moreover, she wears veil and orange blossoms that signify purity. So all this shows what deception, total deception. That is, Angela Vigario, she is not a virgin. She is supposed to be virgin, but she is not a virgin here. And when she marries Beardo, but no one would suspect her. And she never disclosed this. She has never been engaged before, nor has she allowed to go alone with anyone, including Beardo. And she has never disclosed this secret to anyone, including her mother. That is, total deception is here portrayed or highlighted here. And moreover, she wears veil and orange blossoms that signify purity during her wedding time and all before that. So all time she wears veil and orange blossoms and that signify her purity. All these shows clearly deception. She is clearly, yes, all these incidents or all these facts clearly shows deception. So I think all of you understand the main themes that is running within the novella Chronicle of a Death Foretold. And uh, Santiago, character sketch of the Santiago Nazar and Angela Vigaria is important in this novella. And please try to prepare one note on character sketch of Santiago Nazar and Angela Vigario from all these facts, all these notes. Yes, there is a homework for you, and the homework is write about the themes of the novella Chronicle of a Death Foretold, and write your homework and send back to me. Thank you. Have a nice day. See you again.
ഒറ്റ വലി വലിക്കരുത്. ഇപ്പൊ നീ വലിച്ചത് ഇത് കുത്തിയിട്ടിരിക്കുന്നത് ഇതുണ്ടോ?